Welcome to the treasure room.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Prepare for vault door opening.
Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Kismet. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat right over here. If you can see and hear me, you'll pop up right over there. We're going to try some Skull and Bones over here and do some grinding, do some questing. We got it up and ready to rock right there. I kind of waiting for it to do the reset so I don't get a dumb defense or something like that. I don't know, everybody. I'm going to give this a couple more days. And I think if they don't pull those defenses, then I'm out. I think I'm out. But I want to show you guys my progress and what I've been working on and whatnot, and show you the fun I've been having in game. Now, I really enjoy the game. I've been having lots of fun. I love the sailing. I love all of that part of the game. Sadly, they added these defenses and they keep penalizing you for playing their game, which I think is the stupidest thing ever. And it's like one of those things that, like, if somebody does this, everybody, it's not that annoying. But then they do it again, and then they keep doing it, and they just keep poking you. Kind of this annoying thing that keeps happening, right? And you keep doing that annoying thing long enough, it builds up and people are just like, screw it. That kind of thing. So I'll show you what I'm talking about, everybody. It's a really dumb thing that they did. And I knew it the second I heard about it, the second I saw that they added it to the game and all of that. Sadly, it's not optional. And that's a bummer. But we'll talk all about it when we get in there. First, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We got Paul coming in. What up, Paul? Thanks for hanging out in the chat as well. That's Mr. Non You bringing in that love lurker train. What's up? What's up? Box Kicker bringing that 1 in. Paul bringing the love. Peter coming in as well. Crazy Clown says defenses. Yes. What's up, Crazy Clown? Hello to you as well. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to dive right in, get right into it. Let's go. All right, let's hit continue. Let's dive on in, everybody, into the Indian Ocean, which is where this takes place. Now, of course, let's see, what week are we in? This is the 10th. This is the 10th. And so we are in week 7 now. It's taken him 6 weeks just to let me do my main quest. In week 7, anything new coming in? Chorus of Havoc is the new one in. Yes. And that's going to last for all the rest of the seasons. That's the only thing new I see this week. Now, what I'm looking at is over here on my Discord. I found this cool little overview. I can open up in the browser and bring it up bigger. This cool overview that kind of shows you all the events that are going on. And, of course, we're in week 7 here. So the new one is Chorus of Havoc here. I don't even know what it's about. But I've been totally missing out on the storyline the whole entire time because my thing's been bugged out, which is a huge bummer. But again, everybody, one of the problems is I work very, very hard, put in hundreds and hundreds of hours to build up my pirate empire. Now, the cool thing about building up your pirate empire is it's kind of like a mixture of a 3D game where you got your guy and you can build up your guy and you get to different ranks. And then also you have your ship, which is actually your primary thing. That's the thing that actually levels, and you have to fight things at the same level of your ship, right? So if your ship's level 3 and something else level 5, it's going to have an advantage. If you're level 10 and they're level 5, then you'd have an advantage over it, right? So mainly it's about your ship, but you can work on your character, and as you get different rankings, you unlock different things in the game. You also unlock things by doing the events and doing the main quest line and all of that kind of stuff. Now, this is my helm office, and you unlock this by doing the main storyline. You have your table up here where you can kind of run your helm empire. Now, it's going to show you the helm map. Now, this you can get to at any point, so that's no big deal there. Also, you can check the leaderboard. You can see I am number, right over here, number 89 of every single person playing this season, everybody. That's tens of thousands of people right there. I am 89. I'm in the top 100 because I've absolutely been obsessed with it. Now, weekly, you can see I'm way down to 124, and that's because I'm just kind of, my enthusiasm for the game is spinning down. Now, there's a lot of reasons why your enthusiasm for a game spins down. You finish the game, your friends stop playing, they made a change that you don't like, which is my problem, and so on. Also, they have upgrades in here where you can upgrade your smuggler operations and your faction stuff as well, and your efficiency. I'll definitely suggest upgrading all of that. Now, you might notice in that upper right-hand corner there, when we were in our helm map, it showed a bunch of various different types of monetary things in-game. You have your gold, which is usually the thing you buy or you get as a reward. You have your silver, which is what you use to fund your factories and buy things from vendors. Then you have your sovereigns here, or your sovereign point things, or your skull points, or whatever it is, your season points, basically. Smuggler pass points. They actually call it something. I can't remember what it is. What do they call those? Let's go see. Let's see. What, where is it? Preview exclusives. There's like a season thing, and it tells you what it is. Oh, that's a cool one, too. Very cool. And, of course, some of these, there's multiple ways of getting it. So you can get it either with your gold, or you can go in, and they have ones where you can do it with your ice, which I already unlocked all of those. There it is, the smuggler marks. That's what they're called, smuggler marks. So you use your smuggler marks to unlock things in the season as you go along. Now, right now, they got Summer Fiesta, but there was a whole bunch of other things that you can unlock by going to your smuggler pass, and you can see the different rewards that you can get. And of course, over here you have your quartermaster, your gunnermaster, and your shipmaster. And then, of course, as you go through the different levels, you of course unlock different things, which I think is pretty cool. I really like that part of it. Very funny, very fun, and funny. Different things, and of course, you have a bunch of challenges that tells you about how to use your smuggler marks and all of that. All of that stuff, super fun. Now, right now, we've got Ode to Our Allies. That doesn't look like one I really need to do. Over here, we got a buyout. All right, we might go do the buyout real quick here. Don't fast travel, you end up in the sea. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over here. Or actually, I could just look first. Torsen Spring. I don't know if I really want to give those up, but we'll give it a go. Oh, here's an old one I had from before as well. Now, what I've been doing off stream is I've been doing a lot of my supply quests, and I'm kind of winding down on it because what I'll do is I'll log in for just a few minutes to do supply quests, and these defenses will come up. And it becomes really, really annoying after a while. Let me go ahead and get these heavy materials off my little ship here. There we go. We need 2 Torsen Springs right over here. Right there. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is exchange some resources for one of those golden caches. And really, the thing you're looking for is the Helm lease. And that allows you to get the various different factories and whatnot in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and just run over here and find this vendor. You see this guy's doing the same thing as me. He's running over here trying to get his trade on. I can always tell, everybody. He's going to go over here and turn in a couple Torsen Springs. Now, the cool thing is this is a solo quest. So it doesn't matter if he does it or I do. Oh, I didn't have enough. I needed 3. It doesn't matter if he does it or I do it. Because it's a solo quest, you can do them separately. You're not actually competing with them specifically. I don't want to interact with them. I want to do this over here. There we go. So I got that going on, and now I got that cache, and I'm going to jump back out of there and jump back to St. Anne. Over here. There we go. And then you'll see I immediately, once I'm back to town, I immediately go in my Helm office. And I usually do that because people come up and try to add me to party, or they're trying to interact with me or whatever, and I just, most of the time I'm AFK. Because what I'm doing is I'm managing my overall empire. Now you're going to see another kind of monetary system show up over here. These are sovereigns. Got about 4,000 of them right now. And this is not 346,000, everybody. This is 3.4 million with an M. Yeah, million pieces of 8 right there. And that's because I've been working hard over here as well. Now, a few of my factories are out of sync right here, and the reason why they're out of sync, you saw that just red triangle, that means that the funding had stopped, because they had filled up because I hadn't been logging in as much, right? So I'm kind of winding down because when I log in and I see one of those defenses, I just want to log out or basically just go AFK every time I see them because I don't want to do them. And if I stay in game and actively play, it's going to penalize me for playing their game, but not doing the thing that they want me to do. And so it's really a bummer, and it keeps happening to me over and over and over again, and it makes it where I don't want to log into the game. So this is a prime example of how to lose your most dedicated players. This is a perfect way of doing that, everybody. It just says, hey, we are going to penalize you for really working hard and unlocking all these factories. And if you don't defend your factories, then we're going to go in and we're going to penalize you. That's basically what they're doing right now. Now, it's part of the main storyline of the peeps coming in and attacking. But I'm going to see if they do anything by tomorrow because my enthusiasm for playing the game, just because of that one thing, all the other stuff I really enjoy, is waning. And I can feel it. I can feel it waning because I dread logging in. If I log in, I'm just logging in for a minute to set all my stuff going and queued up, and then I got IRL stuff to do. You know, I got to do my laundry. I got to, you know, take care of the family. Whatever I got to do, right? Maybe I got to get ready for the stream. I got to take a shower, right? I got to get ready, do my thing. But I can't do that because you know what? When one of those defenses come up, that's basically 20 minutes of my time. That's locked in. Because it takes 5 minutes for me to get over there, 5 minutes for the event to go, and then 5 minutes for me to get back. So basically it's locked down my 20 minutes of my time and doesn't give me an option basically to say no. Now I could let it just damage my location and lose 4 hours of production, but that sucks. You know what that also does is it throws all my my locations out of sync. That means that when I try to queue them all up at the same time, they'll be offset from each other, and that messes me up as well, which a bunch of mine are now. they're now offset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in right now, and you can see what I'm doing is I'm assigning ships to different locations. So it's like a big board game also, which I really enjoy. I like the fact that I've got this giant pirate empire. I had to work to earn it and earn all these various different factories. And it doesn't matter how hard or easy it is. It's the problem of choice. Is it doesn't give me the choice to say, nah, I don't have enough time for that right now. I got other things to do, and it doesn't give me that choice. It's basically forced on the player, which I always think is a terrible idea. Never penalize your players for playing your game. I mean, it's not like you got that many players anyway. This game, this game is not, Call of Duty over here, everybody. It ain't League of Legends, is what I'm saying. It doesn't have a massive player base at this point anyway, so penalizing the people who are playing a lot is not a good idea. It's just a terrible idea. It's tied to somebody's ego. I can just feel it because they would have already corrected this if it wasn't. They would have said, you know what, players don't like it. It's interfering with their IRL stuff. It takes away their ability to choose what they want to do. It's a big bummer. It's a big bummer because I've just enjoyed the game so much so far, and enjoyed all the battling, and enjoyed all the stuff, and especially spending time with my team when we go in and we do a bunch of stuff together and battle stuff together. It is also very repetitive, so you have to basically do these supply quests over and over and over and over again to basically supply the silver for funding all of these things, which then, of course, gets you pieces of 8 and whatnot. And, of course, there's different events that you can do as well as they'll pop up as you're sitting here. Like we have, again, this one over here, Ode to Our Allies, which is a low-level one. That's a level 7. Right now, we have that chorus of Havoc right now going on. Not sure if anybody's even out there. But right now, I'm in what's known as the D-How, everybody. I'm sitting on my little raft there, and that's so I can assign all my ships to go pick up my stuff. Now, I have a bunch of ships. I've worked very hard on grabbing all of my various ships here and have a bunch of them that I can use. I think I'm going to go on to dollar bills over here. We'll go ahead and grab that off of whatever factory it's on. So I'll go over here, and I'll say, okay, I'm looking for dollar bills. I'll assign it to this one, and then I'll unassign it because I don't want to track down wherever I put it. And then I can go ahead, and once it's off the factory, then I can go ahead and jump onto that ship. There we go. This is the brig. This is the one where you can use the spring loader and whatnot. You can actually use spring loader with any ship, but this one's kind of made for the spring loader. Now, the other thing I want to do is make sure that I have the quest that goes along with it, which I do, Verse of Vengeance there. And I probably should check and see if there's any other quests. Now, it's got a minute until it's over, and really, it's all about participation. How many people are participating in these events, right? That's another thing, too. As their player base winds down and they get less and less players, there'll be less people out there fighting in these events, which means it's going to be harder for the individual to go out and do those events. It's much more fun when a whole bunch of people are out there battling together. Do it. Chorus of Havoc. There it is. All right. There we go. There's our bounty. What's it all about? Let's go see. It is sail to the Hubertrin's location. All right. Now, the whole point of this is to get, like, that special loot, right? You're going to get it from the higher-end enemies. Oh, I forgot to open my golden chest there. Didn't get anything good. If I see a little helm thing there, then that's awesome. Let's see. Let's go ahead and load up with some more bombards here, and then some more cannonballs just to get us going, because I feel like we're going to get into it here. We've got our food. We've got our boosts. We got our water. Everything there looking good. And then, again, we'll see how much longer this has. This has 18 minutes. All right, so I'm going to jump out there and see if anybody is participating in this event. Let's go see. Nobody. Oh, it's both of them. It's both of them out here. There is no one out here doing this event on this server. So I'm out of here. I'm sailing in the opposite direction because that's going to be pretty tough for solo play. All right, now here's another little trick, everybody. If there's another event like this one right here, the Soil Royale, which is nearby a travel point, you can just pop to that one. Now, I found most of the time when I double teleport, it does crash. The game's been crashing a lot more as well. That's also a bummer as well. I'm not necessarily going to the event because the event's going to start up in a few minutes. What I want to do is go to the travel point. So I don't have to sail all the way back to where it is. It'd be nice if you were in the middle of the ocean and you could also travel back as well. But I use these events as travel ways of getting back nearby locations in which I can dock. And then once I'm docked, then I can travel to other locations. Now again, these defenses come up. They say once every 4 hours, but they lie. I've had two of them come up within an hour and a half. Or I had one come up and then I just AFK'd and then came back in and then it went again about an hour later. It really sucked. Again, I don't want to do them. That's the thing. I don't want to do them, and I especially don't want to be penalized for not doing them because they're not that exciting, everybody. Sure, you get a golden chest for it. It boosts your thing temporarily. But it's 20 minutes of your time, and the rewards do not equal the time invested, right? I mean, you're better off going and doing your, like, plundering forts or doing your supply quest. Those are more valuable use of your time, or doing events like that if there's a bunch of people out there and whatnot. Now, another thing I can do is I can go look at the server that I'm on and see how many people are on here. Right now, about 15. What level are they versus me? Let's see. I'm at 756,000. We got this guy who's at 3.3 million. This guy is playing a whole lot of this game, everybody. Probably might need an intervention. Same thing here, Mega Mike playing a whole lot as well. These two people playing a tremendous amount. This guy as well. Just playing probably thousands of hours in the game. That's a lot of hours, everybody. That's a lot of hours, and that's a lot of doing stuff. More love to them, man. That's what they love to do. More power to them is what I say. But the problem is nobody's doing the event right now, so it doesn't do me any good. Now, of course, my crew comes on. We might do some events together. But again, my enthusiasm for logging into the game is waning. And that's because I don't want to do those defenses. And those defenses keep coming up. And they come up at the most inconvenient time. It's like they're almost perfectly timed where my wife says, hey, you want to run out to the store real quick? And bam, one of those defenses will come up. Yes, that kind of inconvenient moments. Let's go ahead and do our supply quest real quick. So we're going to go ahead and pop on over here and run our supply quests. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Crazy Cloud. Is you'll see it. It'll pop up while I'm playing today. It absolutely will. And then see, when I'm not streaming, I instantly stop playing. If it pops up, I instantly stop playing. I go AFK. I go do something else. And completely don't even bother to play the game. And sometimes I never come back, by the way. Sometimes I will go AFK, and then I'll get wrapped up in other things that I'm doing. Now, also, this sucks as well. See, this guy just killed the vendor? There's no reason to kill the vendor. See, this guy's just out here killing the vendor. I wish there was one where you could give him the finger. But I'll just quit to the main menu. If I see I'm on an a-hole server, everybody, that's what I call it, the a-hole server, because that's a little a-hole icon, right? That's how you know that person is an a-hole, because there's no reason to shoot the vendors. You don't get bonus loot anymore. There's no reason other than laziness, and it really screws over other players like me, where I just want to run up there and do my quest real quick and move on to the next thing. But I can't do that. You know what I have to do? I have to sit in the main menu now for about 10, 20 seconds until it hopefully pushes me to another server. I find that if you do it too quick, you will end up going back onto the same server. Like here, I'll try it. Let's call that, I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds. Let's see if I end up on the same server or not. And if I do, then I might be sitting there for like 20 minutes because I've sat there for 20 minutes and the vendor didn't reset, which totally sucks. These are called the roving vendors, where you have to go out and find the vendor. There we go. Hey, I'm not no longer on the a-hole server. And so there we go. Oh, I'm actually still okay. I'm at 123 of the weekly board. Not that I really care, everybody, about leaderboards, but it just tells me that I must be doing something right. You can see that it's still collecting it. Now, I was trying to get between 3 to 5 to even as high as 7 million pieces of 8 just to see if I could do it and whatnot. Now, again, this is pretty much what you do. You got to do this, otherwise you can't fund your factories. And look at that, my thing's not coming up. My interact's not coming up. Is this not it? What is this? This is my helm merchant. All right. Sometimes that happens as well. You have this kind of interface problem. There we go. Where it doesn't come up and you can't interact with the vendor, which is what happened right there. And so I had to circle back around and then stop and then wait for that interaction to happen. You've also got other mobs over here fighting and whatnot. This is probably the most time-consuming thing that you do. Now, I do a lot of what I call double resets, where it's more effective of my time. So, at 9:45, I will go get a bunch of quests, which is what I did. And then I'll get any forts that I might want to fight later. And then it will reset at 10 o'clock, and then I will get more quests, and I will try to do them all at the same time before it resets again. But I've got like 2 hours, or actually an hour and a half now, before all of that resets again. So typically this is what I will do. I will log in for a little bit and then try to log out. And the second I try to log out, that's the second one of these darn defenses come up, because it comes up every half hour. So you start to dread logging in the game, and you start to dread every single reset because you don't want to do a certain type of content. And I always feel like that's a fail. If it makes me not want to log into your game, then that is a fail on the end of the devs. Now, it's their game; they can do whatever they want, but they're going to probably do it without me. Because I'm at the point now where I'm just like, do I really want to log in? Do I really want to deal with these defenses? Do I really want to be penalized for playing their game at the highest level? Are really investing a lot of my time into the game and be penalized for that. I don't really think that's the right thing to do. And I've given them feedback on it and suggestions. Hey, make it easier, make it optional, take it out of the game and retest it first and then bring it back to the game later. All of those kind of suggestions. But it just kind of bums you out, because you know what can happen. Because I'm a forward thinker, everybody. And when you see that they are putting things in that are required that penalize you for playing their game, what do you think they're going to do next season? And the season after that? And the season after that? And then the patch after that? And the patch after that? If they come in, they can just keep penalizing you over and over and over again for not playing their content and basically making it uncomfortable every time you log in the game. It should not be uncomfortable. It should be my choice as the player as to what I want to do and what I don't want to do. And I should definitely not be penalized for logging in or having a lot of manufactories or whatever it is. In fact, I should be incentivized to play longer. I should get a bigger benefit if I spend more time. And I put a lot of effort into building that up. That's what most people are looking for in a game. They're looking for effort equals reward, right? Is it worth your time to log into the game and do whatever you want to do, right? That's the real trick. So I got Fort Hamumu and I got Grand Fort. Which ones do I got on me right now? Let's go see if I can clear an easy one here. What do we got? Fort Hamu, Fort Hamu, Grand Fort. Oh, we got a bunch of them. We got a Fort Deleuze we could probably do just real quick. All right, let's go do that one. That one's really fun, really quick and easy. I'm going to jump back down here to St. Anne and get it to. Very true. Yes, again, they could just keep adding more of those penalties, player penalties, again and again and again. And since they are obviously not listening to feedback because they continue to leave it in the game and make it required, they may not think it's required, but it's required if you're someone like me and you have all the factories and the factories keep getting knocked out of sync, which means that now 4 hours, 5 hours later, I got to come back again and requeue that factory because it sent my factories all out of alignment, which sucks. It sucks to get penalized for playing the game. All right, what am I doing? Oh, repairing my ship. That's what I saw just as I went out. And then also offloading any extra stuff I have there. And there we go. We're looking good. Again, this is my opinion. But again, they can do whatever they want. It's their game, but it may be their game without me. I'm going to give them 2 more days. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see if I still feel like playing after Thursday. And I'll do that. For a game I really like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them a little extra time to make some smart choices. But if it probably doesn't happen by Thursday, then I will just not play on stream anymore. I'll probably play off stream, if anything, if at all. Or I may just see what happens next season and maybe play. Maybe. We'll see. And I hate being in that stage, everybody. And usually that happens when you've done everything you can do in a game and you've kind of conquered the game. Then you're like, okay, what's next? Right? And I got a giant list of games, everybody. I mean, some really amazing games, too. I got a giant list of them I could be playing instead of their game. Right? And I'm also a streamer as well, so I'm highlighting their game on my stream as well for 3 nights a week, everybody, during my prime time. This is my prime time of my stream, usually between 10 and, 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm highlighting the game. A bunch of other people going, this isn't Sea of Thieves, this game sucks. Well, actually it has a lot of great elements and a lot of great potential. It's just this one thing. But the thing is enough to make me not want to play. And that is a failure, I think. If they don't realize that, that's the thing. Great example, everybody. Did you know YouTube used to be a dating site? How many people in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to know. And for all the people who don't know that one, did you know that Twitch used to be a site called Justin TV, and it used to be about just one person, Justin. You just followed him around. That was it. It wasn't about streamers streaming and doing all the things they do now, especially not about gaming. It was a whole bunch of different categories about different stuff in the beginning. And there you go. You didn't know. There you go. Yes, actually, YouTube used to be a dating site. And what you would do is you would upload a video and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'd love to meet you or whatever, right? I don't know. I never did it way back in those days, everybody. I wasn't on it. I'm already married. I'm married for a very long time, 30 years before YouTube existed. I've been with my wife for 31 years now. But yes, it used to be a dating site, and that's what you do. You'd upload a video about yourself, and then the person would respond or whatever. And so what had happened is people started uploading just random videos that they would do, right? Cat videos and things of that nature that is known for today. And people would do silly skits and things of that nature. They'd do all sorts of fun things. And then YouTube was brilliant enough to pivot the site. They were brilliant enough to say, you know what? Let's make it where everybody can just, do a bunch of different categories and do a bunch of stuff. And basically just make it all about them instead of about dating and all that other stuff. Why limit it to just that thing? Let's open the floodgates and make it what it is today. And that was genius on their part. They were able to recognize a moment in which they should pivot their product. And you know who else did that? Twitch. Twitch said, you know what? We should be more about gaming, and we're gonna pivot to a gaming site and make it all about gaming and streaming all at the same time. But you streaming, not the Justin guy streaming, but you individually, like me, come on here and show off your talent or your humor, or maybe you're great at sewing, or maybe you're great at music, or whatever it is that you're awesome at. Or maybe you're not awesome at any of those things, and you just feel like coming over here and saying hi to peeps and talking to peeps all over the world. Whatever it is, you can go ahead and do that. So also Twitch was brilliant enough to pivot and say, you know what, this isn't what we really want. We can pivot and go in that direction. Now this game has actually done that. They added the fleet system, which is awesome, and a whole bunch of stuff. By the way, you see I just wiped out that whole entire fort. And so on. Watch this, everybody. This is what I love about buoys. What I do. Put them buoys down. You shoot the buoys. Boom, dude's toast. Because all the mines blow up and blast him. And there we go. So again, I like the fort plundering. I like that all this stuff. And so they pivoted on season 2. They added the fleet management system. Brilliant, brilliant idea. But they added the defenses. So they added a bunch of brilliant stuff, and then they added stupid stuff. Well, stupid thing. The one thing that was dumb. And then we said, wait, it's too hard. I don't know. You didn't play test this, bro. You should have play tested it, because it is definitely not worth the time versus the reward. And so they pivoted on that. And of course, they reduced the penalties, and they did the thing, and they reduced the amount of people, and they made the forts bigger. But they should have play tested that before they brought it in, everybody. They took a huge beating on that, and a lot of people left the game because of that poor planning ahead of time and poor play testing. Why not? Now, you're going to have some people that are going to be like, Kismet, it was easy. I don't know what you're talking about. I just, spent 14 hours online and built up all my stuff, and I was able to do it with my Sambuc like in 4 seconds. I don't know why it's so hard for you. Well, not everybody. Of all the people, everybody, I have a lot more time than the average Joe, because this is what I do. But still, I can understand the normal people who've got a job and family and things they got to get done in the day, bro. They got stuff to get done. They can't just play games like some of us all day, every day. They got things to do, and I do too, everybody. I got things to do in a day, whether it's something like doing giveaways for the stream or working on with clients and whatnot. If I was still doing graphic design and so on, people got stuff to do in their day, and this is recreation, everybody. This is like watching TV for some people. This is their downtime. This is the time in which they just spend whatever free time they have doing this, because they don't like watching TV, or they don't want to watch sports, or maybe they're watching sports while they're playing the game, or maybe they're watching a movie while they're also playing the game, or whatever, right? This is their pastime, and this is what they love to do. I like gaming way better than watching TV most of the time, because TV is such an uninteractive thing, right? Like when you're playing a game, you're the hero. It's your story. And you are, going in that world that they created for you, but ultimately, it's all about you. That's right, or you and your crew who are running around getting into all sorts of trouble. Taking these guys out. I could crew board them, but I'm not going to. I'm going to blast them to smithereens. You notice I don't go chase them down, everybody. I let them come to me. And so this part's really easy for me, everybody, because I'm very high level. I have high level gear and stuff. I'm mostly not even paying attention, by the way. Now, I have some quests for this area that's going to give me some supplies, which I can use for getting silver, which allows me to fund my pirate empire. Let's see if I can get a better shot in this time. Oh, so close on that one. I'm shooting some bombards at them. And even if I miss him, I hit the guy behind him. That was awesome. And then when they're real close, everybody shoot low so you hit their weak spots. That's what these red spots are. That's their weak spots. Now, of course, they just want to sit right over there. Hey, I'll accommodate them with my my little things. And then I blow them up. Boom, and they both die. And that was the last round that I needed to do. And you're going to see I'm going to turn my ship because I'm going to be going this way here in a minute. Now, also, this has got a factory, and this factory is producing me pieces of 8. I also plundered it and got a bunch of resources that I can use from the Helm office, and I'm going to pick up my pieces of 8 there. And there we go. And we'll say, take all. There we go. And amazingly, we're not overburdened. So I'm going to roll out here, and somebody's going to try to attack me here in a second. Yes, on the left-hand side there. We got a rogue coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and bombard him a little bit. Oh. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Put a whole bunch of these in the water, and then shoot them. And that's going to blast that guy to smithereens, and you can kiss his butt goodbye, because he's out of there. One of the fun things about the brig is the actual spring loader. I think it's a brilliant addition to the game. I really like the brig. I like the spring loader. I think all of those were great ideas. Again, so many great ideas, but even the smartest people or the people who have great ideas can sometimes make bad choices, as we've seen with a lot of people and celebrities and all sorts of things. Doesn't matter how talented they are, everybody, they're still human and they can still make bad choices. And that's the thing. Watch who you idolize in life, everybody. Don't idolize me. I'm just a regular Joe, just like anybody else. Just a regular guy playing some games here on stream. So, yes. More rewards for playing longer. Well, actually, you get less rewards for playing longer. You actually get penalized. Yes, so that's what YouTube used to be. And see, they were brilliant and they pivoted. Now, I kind of feel like, and this is just me speculating, that it's tied to somebody's ego. Somebody said, hey, this would be an awesome idea, and then everybody hated that, just like in Fallout. Everybody disliked that. And they gave some feedback and said, look, hey, man, I love the game. The game's great. Overall, the thing's great, but the defenses just totally suck. And it's because it takes away your freedom of choice to do it or to not do it. Just like you can choose to do all the stuff or none of the stuff. You don't have to collect pieces of 8. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to take over factories. You don't have to do all of that stuff if you don't want to. You don't even have to do the quest line. You can just sail around, blow stuff up if you want to. Again, that's that big freedom of choice. And also all this stuff runs when you're not online, which is awesome. You can queue up all your factories, you can queue up all your stuff, so it really accommodates your real life and your ability to play the game, either actively, like I'm doing right now, or more passively, or a combination of both of those things. And it has all of those brilliant things going for it. It's just this one thing. This one thing that overrides all of those pluses and makes it a minus because it doesn't factor in my time. And if you don't factor in my time, I'm not going to have enough time to play your game. It's as simple as that. I'm simply not going to have enough time because I can't commit to 20 minutes every time that thing pops up because I got IRL stuff to do, everybody. Or I got to rest before the stream, or I've got to run to the store, or I got to do my laundry, or I've got, or 500 things, right? I got to check my emails. I got to deal with devs who are saying, hey, Kismet, show off our game on stream. I'm like, hey, I'm willing to help indie devs. Sure, I'll show off your game if it's an awesome game. Then they sometimes send me a code, and then I usually ask them, you got any extra codes I can give out to my my community? And sometimes they send them in. I give them to you guys. That's what I do. Over here, you can see that I'm running out of resources, everybody. And the reason why I'm running out of resources is that I'm just not doing those resource quests anymore. Getting also really annoyed that every time I try to go out and talk to the roving vendor, that the roving vendor is destroyed. And thus I have to quit out and restart and go into another server and do all of that stuff every time. That gets old after a while as well. Every game at some point you get burned out on, especially when you spent hundreds of hours on it like I have. You'll get burned out on it, but it's not that I'm burned out on the game. It's that it has a function that I dislike and it penalizes me. And I've talked about it at length, everybody. And it's the biggest problem is it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. It's almost like they're trying to fail, right? They're trying to sabotage their own game. Instead of pivoting away from the defenses and saying, you know what, we're going to make them optional. You guys play however you want to play. We put it in there so you guys would have some fun. Now, it's tied to the storyline. Right now, the storyline is that that these twins are in there and they're trying to kill everybody and all of that, which is an okay story, I guess. It's okay, and I finally got to do a bit of the main storyline, which I did enjoy. I thought it was pretty good. But again, you take away my freedom of choice and my ability to pop in the game for a few minutes and then pop out. Again, every time like right now, it's almost 11 o'clock, everybody. I'm dreading that reset because I just know it. I can feel it because my name is Kismet. There's a reason why they call me Kismet, everybody. I can just feel like I'm about to get a defense when it hits the top of the hour. I can just sense it. And even if it's not true, I feel like I'm going to get basically penalized for playing longer. So if I play longer and I'm on during those resets, it will potentially give me one of those defenses. And if what the heck? And if I don't do them, then I get penalized. And that's not a good idea. I think it's a terrible idea. As well. But I love everything else about the game. It's just it's a huge tragedy when that kind of stuff happens. And again, it's their game. They can make it however they want, right? They're in charge of it. They want to make it mandatory that you have to do these defenses or you'll be penalized. Then I'm out. I'm out when people do dumb things, everybody. That's usually it. And I feel bad that they're doing dumb things and they're making bad choices. You know, it's like people coming in the chat and spamming my chat or whatever. You know, whatever. That's a you thing, bro. Not a me thing. When people come in and spam the chat or whatever, I just ban them and move on. I ain't got time for that, everybody. And the same thing with a game. If I get to a point where I feel like it's not worth my time investment, then I'll stop playing it. And I'll be straight up with you, but I'm a Ubisoft partner too, by the way. But I tell it to you straight. I don't BS. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I don't kiss butt. I'm too old. Too old to play that game, everybody. I tell you like it is. If I don't like something, I will tell you why I don't like it, and I'll tell you how to fix it. That's the main thing. See, I'll give suggestions. Look, here's a whole bunch of suggestions and ideas of ways of making it better. And let's do that instead. Instead of, stopping the game, why don't we make the game better for peeps who, don't have as much time to play. And it's a bummer because they're just going to lose a whole bunch of their player base over time by doing that same thing again. If they force something else and force something else again, it'll get to a point where it's looking like they're purposely sabotaging the game. Like they're trying to sabotage the game. They want them to lose players, right? And I could have told them the second they added it. I could have told them the second I saw it. I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I know I've been gaming for a long time. I've known hundreds of thousands of gamers, everybody. I have one of the longest running gaming guilds. I can tell you with 1,000+ members, I can tell you it's a bad idea every single time to penalize players for playing your game. It's not a good idea. It's never a good idea, by the way. Oh, nice long gun there. From my rewards. Let's throw that in the bank. Okay, let's not throw it in the bank. Let's make me do it a second time. Because I'm not in the right thing. That's my bad. There we go. Sometimes I do that by accident. I hit spacebar, and then I go to transfer warehouse, and it does, delete. I've accidentally deleted my stuff before. It sucks. Because it doesn't it chooses wherever your cursor is and not the top option, which can cause you to accidentally delete your stuff. All right, so I did that, and we got some more forts to do, so we can go ahead and jump in here and see what other forts we can grab. And I typically like doing the forts because those are the ones that give you a lot of supplies that you can then use to convert. and then convert that into like rum, and then sell that rum for silver. Now, as you can see, everybody, you can see that my silver supply, once this goes away, and we'll go out here at St. Anne, you'll see that my silver supply is dwindling. Now, is it dwindling because it's too hard to get enough silver? Right now I'm at 4 million. It takes about 2.5 million to re-up all my factories every couple days. Or is it the fact that I'm not playing as much? It's the second one, everybody. I'm not spending as much time going and getting the supplies that is necessary for funding my thing. And you know why? Because I'm trying to dodge the defenses. I'm trying to dodge a mechanic in the game that I don't want to do. And again, when you force me to do stuff, then I'm not going to do it. I'll just say, well, that was fun, and peace out. And peace out of there, everybody. All right, not provisions, commodities. There we go. Now, what I'm doing right here is I'm talking to John Skurlock here, who is your main quest guy in the beginning. And you can see that I have 8,791 gold skill gen in here, which is worth 2.2, just round it up, million. That's right. Bam, there's 2.2 million there. There's another 2.2 million there. And so you can see I've actually been converting a lot of these in the background. And now you can see that I've gone from 2 million to about 4 million to about 8.7 million in there. Now that's just that one side. What do we got over here? Convoy of High Spirits, Risk the Rising Tide, and then this is our ice one over there. So I'm gonna jump up here to Telok and do the thing. Now, they have a lot of compelling content in there, a lot of fun things to play. I hope they, at some point, make these defenses optional. So I'm going to jump over here, and then I'm going to turn right around and jump back out again. Because what I want to do is just teleport to the back of the area, so I don't have to run all the way there. Though it's about the same distance, really. But I can just teleport there, run out of there, and then run over here to the main NPC. Now, this is the second section that you go to in the game when you're doing the main storyline. This is like the second city. There's 2 main cities in all of the cities, or all of the locations. A lot of those places are just like some little tiny little spot. Now, I skip all the dialogue from the people. They say the same stuff over and over again. And we buy and sell. We say sell again. We go to the commodities. Now, particularly, I sold rum and gin to the other vendor, Skurlock. And then Rama here, I'm going to sell her some snuff, which is basically tobacco. That's 2.4 million roughly. And then right here, we got the big one, which is 2.7 million. Now, this is all the work that I've done over the last kind of week or two toward this. Now, I could have 20 million or 30 million if I was more encouraged to log in. Now, how long will that last me, everybody? That's going to last me about, I don't know, 4, 5, or 6 more cycles. But I'm to the point where I don't really want to collect the supplies because I'm tired of having the defenses pop up. I don't really want to do the forts, which is what the forts are all about, is collecting more supplies there because I might get a defense come up. And we'll see, everybody. We'll see. In about 5 minutes, 4 minutes, we'll see if we get a defense. Because it usually happens about an hour in or 30 minutes in. I've had it when I first logged in, by the way. I've had it where I just log in, 2 minutes in, defense. It sucks. It sucks big time because you just try to jump in for a moment, man. You just try to get in for a moment, do some stuff in between stuff, and then I got to go stream Fallout or I got to go to the store or whatever it is. You just try to jump in for a minute. So that's a huge tragedy, everybody. I think, to have such good potential and then ruin it by forcing players to do stuff they don't want to do. And again, I've given them this feedback over and over again. And it's up to them. What you do is you hand the ball to them and you say, look, I gave you some suggestions. This is what I suggest. You can take it or leave it. It's all on you from there. Enjoy. I'm out. Just like that. Again, I'm not in charge of the game as well. And they can do as they wish. But, you know, each thing that you do in life comes with repercussions. You're going to lose me, who is a, in the top 100 players out of tens of thousands of players right now. And then that has a cascading effect. If I stop playing, then most likely my crew is going to stop playing. And then then also I'm not going to show it on stream anymore, and then that makes it where you're not promoting the game anymore and potentially lose future players who might jump in and say, oh, Kismet's having fun playing this game. I should go and maybe try this game, right? Which does happen a lot here in my stream. It absolutely does. Thanks for coming in and showing the love. Hitman coming in with that 6 months of sub love, unlocking that brand new sub badge as well. Thank you earlier, by the way, Rotisserie G, gifting that sub to Shredded Flex. I think I missed that just as I was going off stream or something. What did I do? I missed it. I think I missed it right out of the thing. But thank you for that love as well. I appreciate you showing love to peeps in the chat. Now, again, I'm kind of circling back, reassigning my ships to anything that's over like 610. Right over here. And this one's a level 13. Let's just go ahead and put that one over there. If you notice I'm not picking these up anymore, not worth my time. If I lose some of those pieces of 8, oh well. Again, I have almost 3.5 million. And of course, it would be nice to have 7 million, 8 million. If I was more inspired to log in, I'd probably have that by now. I'd probably also have 20, 30 million in thing. And I really got all wrapped up in it, everybody. I mean, like intervention level wrapped up in the game where I found this whole part. And thanks to the magician who told me all about this. He's like, Kismet, there's a whole like part of the game that you haven't even seen yet called the Helm Office. And that's where you go ahead and do all this trading, and you set up all your different ships and whatnot now in Season 2 to go collect all this stuff. I love this kind of stuff. This is my jam right here, everybody. This is the thing I love to do most, is have a whole bunch of stuff going at the same time and try to optimize it and optimize my trading and all of that. Okay, what do I need to do the next thing? Oh, what's coming up in the season? Let's go do those achievements. Let's go do those things. I love all of that. That is awesome. But in 28 seconds, everybody, 25 seconds now, well, almost 20 seconds now, I feel like I'm about to get screwed over. And we'll see. We'll see. I feel like it's coming on, everybody. If it does, I want to see some serious reaction in the chat for a Kismet moment there. But it usually happens within an hour. If I play longer than an hour, then I get penalized because I stayed online. But if I go out really quick, oh, it didn't happen. Ooh, see, the gods helped them for a moment. The gamer gods helped them for a split second on that one. But if I would have got a defense there, I'd literally just go and push away from the computer and just let it sit there until it kicked me offline, because if it kicks you offline, the defenses don't count if you do it right away within, because it kicks you in like 15 minutes. And the defenses go for about 25 minutes, and then you don't have that penalty. You can also just log out before the reset. That works as well. You can just log out the game, wait for the reset to go past, and then log back in and hope it doesn't hit you with a defense when you log in. I know a lot of players are doing that now as well to try to avoid those defenses, and they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to do any of that, everybody. Again, if that defense would have come up, I would have probably thought, should I end the stream right now? See, that's really hardcore, everybody. When I just AFK'd that and end the entire stream because I don't want to play it anymore. And that's a bummer, everybody. That's a bummer. Again, it has such potential. I enjoyed the game. It's not like I'm overly critical of the game or I'm saying the game sucks or whatever. I'm saying it's great, except for that take away my choice option, right? You took away my ability to just jump in the game, do a few things, and then jump back out again, right? You're forcing me to play all the time and play at times that are inconvenient for me, which is a bummer, and again, that's what I hope they come to the realization that they're just going to continue to lose players if they continue to penalize them for playing their game. Especially playing it at a higher level and really investing a lot of time into it. That's really the most suckiest part of it, right? Because again, I got every factory. I spent a lot of time doing it. I worked on all of my ships. I've upgraded my ships. I've added different weapons and unique items, and we've been battling all the different all the different event things. And now that I can do my quest finally, I've been doing that, and so on. But again, if I feel like I'm constantly penalized, why continue to play that game if it's going to penalize you for playing their game? All right, so what I'm doing right now is I got my other ship called the Snow, and it's got some rockets, some bombards, and some cannonballs. And we got all of our other goodies here. Now we have a bunch of quests here for the Grand Fort, so we're probably going to be very overburdened from this. So let's see how it goes, everybody. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stream until the moment I get one of those defenses. And then you can blame them for a shorter stream. The second I get one, boom, this stream is over. That's how it's going to go. So now it adds a little bit of excitement to the stream. Oh, let's see when we get one. Is it going to be in the next 30 minutes? Is it going to be in an hour? Or is it going to be in 2 hours or 4 hours? We'll find out. I bet you it's going to be soon. Because I get them all the time. The second it comes up, I'm out. Put my headphones back in there. As quick as that, everybody. As quick as that. So we'll see. We'll go try to do some of these fort quests. I love doing all this ship battle. The ship battle is super fun as well. Especially with your team. If you got your team with you, and me and TM and Rotisserie G are in there blowing stuff up, man, we're just absolutely crushing it as well. But I think I've given them long enough time, everybody, 7 weeks to make a smarter choice on these defenses. I think that's very, very patient of me, considering I've been massively penalized already. 80, 90, 100 hours lost on my factories, because it basically puts your factories in a downtime when you don't do the defenses. And I've had it happen to me multiple times, level 10s, 14 hours down, then 14 hours again, and 8 hours here, and 6 hours there. And even now that they've reduced it to 4 hours, it's still not optional. It's not an optional thing, and even if it was 10 minutes, why penalize me for playing your game? Don't penalize me for playing your game. That's not a smart idea. And that's basically what it is. They may not see it that way, but that's how it is if you play a game, and especially if you play a game a lot. You put hundreds of hours. I think I'm like 400 hours in now. Something like that. We'll take a look here in a second. Let me roll up here first. And we'll go ahead and stop right there for a second. All right, how many hours do I have? Let me go look at my Ubisoft Connect over here. Thanks to whoever told me this, by the way. You go over here. I'm going to show you. You go over here, and you go to these little dots, and you go to your game page. And that's when it tells you, yes, wow, okay, over 400 hours, everybody. 410 hours as well. So it's not like I just been playing this for 10 minutes, and I said, this game totally sucks. Oh, my God, I can't believe this isn't Sea of Thieves, and da-da-da-da-da-da. I played a little bit. I don't like reviewing games that I haven't actually played a good amount, right? I'd say at least 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, 200 hours in before I say, hey, this game has problems. Now, of course, if I recognize a problem early on, I'll say, look, this would be better if that wasn't a problem.
This is what I was born for!
There we go. And so wipe that sucker out right there. I try to take those out as quick as I can. And then this doesn't actually hit you until it starts flashing like that. Now I'm in a very tanky ship, everybody, so I can take a lot of hits. So I'm going to go over here, and now I took out some of those defenses. Oh, I shot completely over that. Let's do some rockets. And then we'll zap with some bombards. Should take that out. Maybe a little demi cannon later, sucker. Oh, he's still alive. That's pretty impressive. You're still alive there, bro. This guy toast. There we go. Taking some peeps out. Maybe try another shot there. Maybe a little lower this time so we don't overshoot. This guy over here wants to get smoked. Now this particular location can be a hit and miss too. Sometimes super easy, sometimes ridiculously hard. where they send like an elite after you, level 15 ships, which you can't even be, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. Let's just smoke that guy with some rockets. They still have this problem with these darn rockets where you can't see where the heck you're shooting. Screw it, I'd kill him with bombards faster. Oh, look at this guy. He wants to be all up in my business, huh? I'm gonna get all up in your business. I'm gonna wipe this guy out, because what I noticed with these guys is that these guys drag more ships than it should. I'm gonna smoke them guys, so I don't end up with too many ships. Now, there's 3 level 13s coming in right now, and we'll deal with those in a minute. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shoot from one side, shoot from the front, shoot from the left side, and that's all she wrote for those defenses. Now, if you notice, it's a lot easier when you're doing it solo, and I like to make them come to me, everybody, which I always find hilariously funny. Way over here. All right, now as they're coming toward me, I'm just going to go ahead and bombard them. Like that. And of course, a couple bombards like that, you can kiss this guy goodbye, even if I go a little lower here. There we go. Checking for any other things. He's going to try to ram me. Not the best idea, but whatever. And now that guy's toast. I try to hit its weak points over there, but I can't see it because there's a bunch of flame in my way. Oh, that was a good shot. Oh, great shot there. And then hit the back where they can explode, and that's all she wrote. And then this guy over here, shoot a little bit in front of him, because remember, he's moving, so you're kind of trying to adjust for that momentum. Ooh, that was a little too far back. Still got him, but not quite in the red spots. I'm trying to hit him in those red spots. There it is. To try to get more damage in the weak point. Wow, that was way too low. Now he's going to do what I'm doing, and that's try to bombard me or hit me from really far away with a mortar. But as you can see, that completely failed to make it happen. All right, now we're in the second stage of this particular location. Now what happens at this stage is usually you just have 2 coming at you over and over again, especially when you're soloing. You'll have 2 coming at you, and I like to take some pot shots at them, and they do some weird stuff sometimes. That's why I'm kind of out here a little bit, where they'll circle around, they'll go back the other way, they'll do like weird things that I think are odd. I don't know. Something weird with the AI if you stay back too close to the location. We got this guy coming on the right. He's going to get a nice big surprise here in a second. I just smoke that guy with a bunch of rockets. This guy's got no sails, and he is toast. This guy's reaffirmed his action to come into me, and I'm going to shoot him in the weak spots. Hold down the spacebar, because they still have that momentum, even if they are destroyed, where they'll bump into your ship, and you'll see that that brace basically came in. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit this. I'm going to use my rockets. Now usually we'll wipe it out. But if it hangs on just a little bit, we'll use them bombards as well. And there we go. Now we're in the next stage. Now, of course, my goal is to progress those stages as quick as possible. And so we'll take a few pot shots just to get them over here. Hopefully, I hate it when they go behind those islands because you got to wait for them to come out of there. And they're usually idiots and they'll get caught back there. And whatnot. Again, hit them in the weak spots. That particular gun that I have in the front, what it does is it weakens their weak spots even more so. Not some muskets, and then boom, right in the side of their ship. That's all she wrote. A little too far for that, but that's okay. A little this, and then you know what? I don't even feel like waiting for them. I'm just gonna rocket the heck out of them. And that's all she wrote. Alright, now again, I'm making this look easy, but sometimes this can be really, really hard because, again, level 15 show up, and level 15s are going to do a lot more damage to your ship than ones that are at level. And they should be at level with the fort. They should be level 12s and not 13s. But they thought at some point that they would scale them up to 14, which you can't even do as a player in the game. So they have a massive unfair advantage in the fact that they could be level 14s and you cannot. I think that making it an unfair advantage that the NPCs can be basically stronger than you or higher level than you is always a bad idea. Or that it requires a level in which you cannot attain is also a bad idea. Which they have done in this game as well. Some of your locations require level 14 ships to collect your pieces of 8 without potentially getting them damaged. It's a huge bummer. Another thing I would love to see them work on. And there we go. I'm making this look easy, everybody. That's why I bring the tank. The tank's really easy to just, you know, take a lot of damage. And potentially, I could get out of here without being overburdened. We'll see. We'll see, because it has the most cargo of everything. Now, if I get a lot of extra ships that I normally don't get, well, then that's going to be a problem, because it's going to make my ship overburdened with all of these quests. I like to take long shots at it, because this is a long gun. It also makes it where their weak points are going to take more damage. So I'm going to shoot real low. See if I can hit those weak points. Oh, yeah. And fire muskets. And then he's going to come over on the demi cannons, and then that's all she wrote. That's game over right there. Now look at Mr. Moron who's stuck behind the thing there. Aim a little higher. See if we can hit his sails. Yep. Aim a little lower and see if we can just hit that lower part right there. And do I really feel like using my rockets? Not really. What are cheaper? For me, mortars are cheaper. Using my mortars is a better idea. And again, if it gets close enough, he'll still bump into you. And can potentially kill you, by the way, by the end. Now, grab all your loot before that thing reaches the top in there. Because it's going to be overburdened, most likely. Let's see. Depending on how many quests I have.
We will be drowning in silver before the night is through.
I think I had 3 or 4. I can't remember. I'm good. Now you can see that I am overburdened, but I'm not so overburdened that I can't pick up any more loot, especially my in loot, which is what I wanted. That's 4 right there. That was 4 quests. And you can see, look, I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff. 610 stuff. 610. I get that loot. And I'm going to try to get away from them so I can drop aggro. So I'm going to try to get over here on the side. So basically, I'm getting 610 for each and every quest that I had at that particular fort, which makes it one of the greatest forts to do. Because you saw that's not too difficult. You can do it with pretty much any ship if you've got it geared up. And that you're, you know, paying attention to what's going on. Now, this ship actually has the highest cargo of any ship, which is normally 80,000, but I have it upgraded so it has 85,000. You can see I have 83,690. Let's just call it 84,000. And so I'm still going at a relative speed of 6 there. I could try to use my water, which is going to push me to 7, which isn't too bad. Sometimes it does go really low when you're massively overburdened. I've had like 100,000 or 130,000 or something like that. 120, 130,000. That's way beyond it. This guy wants to get smoked. Exactly. He wants to get owned. Smoked is like a old 80s term, everybody. That dude got smoked. And that actually comes from racing. So when people race, their tires burn up a bunch of smoke. And they left him so far in the dust that he smoked that guy. Meaning that he left the smoke behind him and he took off. Not the other kind of smoke where you guys are thinking like, you know, drugs and all of that. That's an old school saying that you smoked somebody meant you left them basically in the dust, or you smoked them. You smoked them with your tires, and all they're seeing is smoke when they're driving, and you're way up ahead. That's the context in which I use it. If you're not familiar with that old school saying. Oh yeah. See, there you go. That's what that means. If you ever hear anybody say that, say, "Oh, that person got smoked." They got left behind. They got left in a trail of smoke behind them. I got left in the dust. That's old school right there. All right, now this is very slow on the way back, but it's totally worth it. You know why? Because I just got 4 quests worth of loot, which is actually like twice as much as you get when you do your kind of daily collecting thing. Now, also, I love to get all this loot that's right here if I can. I try to grab it all even before I disembark, and sometimes I'll grab this like ship that's behind me there. See, I'm grabbing all of the shipwreck cargo. Oh, I can't get it. My ship is full. I love it when it's full and I'm right at the dock. Because what I can do is just dock with the dock and then put it away in my warehouse. And it's all golden, everybody. It's all golden. All right, so there we go. That's it. Right over here. Right there and in there. All right, we're looking good. All right, so we just got a bunch of, let's go to all. We just got a bunch more of our resources. And you can see that my resources were running low. Look at that, I got 6 helm leases too, everybody. And 3 of the coast ones and 1 of the East Indies, very nice. But what we're looking for is this stuff. Now you can see I have 932 rum. Why do I have that much? Well, I had a bunch, and then I got 610 more. I probably got more poppies, because I can see I got 3,208 poppies to do, but I got a lot of poppies there. And then just tobacco and juniper berries. Now, I didn't get any juniper berries. How do I know? Because that would be 610 plus whatever was there, right? So if that's not higher than 600, I know I didn't get any from that last one. Definitely looks like I got some tobacco leaves. Definitely got sugar cane. And probably the other one was, looks like a combo of one of these, one of those, and then probably 2 of those poppies. Okay. So now that we did that fort quest, we can pop back over here to St. Anne. And then we can go ahead and start processing that stuff. Or we can wait until we do other quests. Or we could wait till our reset at midnight, which is in about 40 minutes. And whatnot. Right over there. No more attacks. Oops. No more supplies. No more forts for me to attack that I want to get. We got 1 more fort to do. And then we'll go check our distillery over here and see how it's doing. Now, I usually set timers, everybody, for all this stuff. For like reset timers, for how long it's going to be until my thing is done. So like in this case, you can see we have 932 sugarcane that I can make into gold skill rum. I already have 953 white skill rum. So it's kind of smart for me to take the 2 900s and combine them together into 1800 and then run the 1800 all at the same time. Because it'll run for longer. And you see, look, I'm 91 for the week, everybody. And I haven't even really been playing that much. And that's because I built up such a big empire at the beginning. I basically had the season done within like the first couple weeks. Because I totally was having a great time. And I was just mostly ignoring those defenses. And hoping they would fix it and make it optional. But they still have not done so 7 weeks in. You see this one's still got 16 minutes left, and then after that's done, we can queue up those poppies and convert those. And if you missed it earlier, I went and sold a bunch of it. I had a whole bunch, and I went from about 4 million to 13, or really 14 million silver, so I can keep funding all of my factories. Now let's go check those factories, see how they're doing. I had actually had some of mine fill up because I've been taking care of a lot of stuff IRL-wise. And some of them filled up, and so they're now out of sync with the other ones, which is a bummer, but such is how it goes. Now, you only have a maximum of 40 ships, and you can only put 39 out there anyway, because one ship you have to be on. And if you're on a ship, then those other ships are the only ones that can be used. And that's why you'll find me most of the time when I log in, I'll be on my DHAL. Which is my raft, which I never use for any place anywhere because it'll just get destroyed. I just put all of my ships, all 37 of my ships on various things. I think I have 37, or did I go to 39? I forget. think it's 38, actually. Yes, 38 ships. Right now I have 35 assigned because I have a bunch of ships that I use for running around. So, we have one more fort to do up here, Fort Hamumu, as I like to call it. Let's go in here just because it's fun. To put a little spin on those funny names. Let's go ahead and do some provisions. We're going to go ahead and get some rockets going. I think we have enough bombards and cannonballs. I think we're good. Now, again, I try to keep my my ship nice and lean in how much stuff it has on it, right? Like, do I need this many Varibimenkas? No. Is it going to have that big of an effect on the weight? Not really. It's like a 100 or 200 weight that it just did. Oh, went in the wrong direction, too. 1, 2. There we go. So I only need like maybe 1 or 2 of those. I do like to keep a lot of stamina food. You definitely want to keep at least 20, 30 of those, especially when you get into big battles. A little bit of repair kits, water for boosting your speed and stuff, and then, of course, all of your ammo. All right, let's set sail. So we're going to set sail up here at Telok, and we just got some more quests here. And this is how you clear your quest log. So once you clear your quest log, it makes it easier for you to do the supply quest. Now, if you're only going to do one thing in the game, you don't have enough time to go and do all these forts or whatnot, I highly recommend just doing those supply quests. Those every 2 hours. They reset every 2 hours. Run and wait for it to reset. Come back in an hour and 30 minutes, say, if you're new to the game. Hour and 45 minutes if you're like me. And then get the ones from the previous 2 hours, right, or the previous reset. Do those. And then by the time you're done doing all of those and you get your fort quests or whatever, then it's going to reset in the next hour, which is what I did at the top of the hour. But so at 9:45, I grabbed a bunch of quests. I got it all ready to go. I then got on stream. It then reset again at 10 o'clock. I then got all of those quests and I ran and did those. And then we grabbed any forts from the previous reset, and then from this reset, the 10 o'clock reset. And then now we're waiting for the next reset. Now, normally I wouldn't do anything if I was not on stream. I would basically wait until like 1:45 a.m. Because then I would have got the 12 midnight reset and then the 2 o'clock reset as well. Also, a great way to stop yourself from keep going is to just act like you're going to interact with it. Now I'm a little too far this way, so we're going to turn around and go a little back this way. Because otherwise I'm going to get shot with the cannons on that side. I don't want that to happen. Alright, a little overzealous there. Alright, there we go. Now I want to be where I can shoot the stuff here and not get shot by the cannons other than these cannons up here. Now again, if you do this solo, it is much easier than if you do it with a group. But when you do it with a group, it's actually easier because they can help you wipe out this stuff. And then again, put my rockets out there. And then bombards. And by the time my bombards hit, my guns back up again, and then more bombards. And I'll just take the hits sometimes. I just heal up later on. And this one's a lot tougher because it's in the higher end area. Just keep alternating. Now I'm not going to use my rockets for right now. I'm just going to go ahead and keep taking the hits. There we go. And now I'm going to attempt to use my rockets over here, but it's going to be really hard to do because I can't really see where I'm trying to shoot. And really what I need to do is hit it up toward the top. So rockets are a lot less effective on this particular one. Bombards are way better. And then also my long guns. I'm just kind of waiting for them to come up. There we go. And I'm shooting in that back corner so I can kind of hit toward the top. And this one's great because it doesn't have too many towers that you have to take out. In fact, it doesn't have any towers. Got a bunch of ships coming at me, though. I can see them at the bottom of the screen. That's not hitting any of that higher end area. There we go. So close, though. Again, I got to kind of wait for my ship to kind of go up a little bit. There it is. All right, took that out. Now a bunch of ships are going to show up, so we're going to try to smoke all of those, and I've been saving my rockets just for that guy. Aren't you lucky? And then this guy over here will aim right toward the front, which he's going to turn right into it. Bingo! What a great shot. All right, and then hit those little red parts. And then another one's going to come around to the right. So I'm just going to take out some of these ships here. This guy's fully stopped. Now again, I'd suggest to shoot once and get kind of an idea of how you're hitting. And then shoot the second one maybe a little lower, a little higher. Ooh, that was a good shot right there. And then over here, this guy. Wow, what a great opening shot. Hit him right on the weak point there. And then again, bombards. That's all she wrote for that guy. Now I've got some guns over there that we'll take care of here in a minute. And then again, these bombards are awesome. Now, I'm not really progressing the fort right now because I got all these ships I have to take out. So I'm going to work on them for a minute. Bye-bye, suckers. And that's all she wrote for those guys. All right. Now I'll roll out here a little bit so it's just easier for me to hit this thing over here. And then now we can rock it. I'm going to rotate. And again, I have furniture that allows me to do more damage. And then this particular one, because it's so wide, you can just go ahead and just rotate between the 3 different guns. And that's all she wrote for that one. And then you can see that those guys are shooting up some stuff. I'm going to hold down my space bar to brace all of that and move this way. I'm not really running away from their shots. What I'm doing is I'm moving over here to take out this side as well. I like to take out all the defenses. You know, I guess you don't really have to if you don't want to. But I like to. I just feel like it's one less thing to think about when you're fighting these battles. It's better to be further away as well with some of these weapons. Because then you can aim a little higher. See, I could aim higher on that one. Here we go. One of these guys trying to hit me. Bombard that guy and just say, bye-bye, sucker. Zap him with the rockets. This guy's got more damage in the front. Yeah, see, nailed him in the front. And then... Alright, now we're having some fun. Yeah, all these people are dropping loot as well. And this would be a good time to heal. Don't really see any big threats going on right now. There we go. All right. Now we also have a bunch of other ships coming along out there. Way out there in the middle of nowhere. I'm just going to grab my loot and try to avoid aggroing that ship out there, because it's like an event or something going on out there. I don't know what that is. But the ship that's coming after me is on the right. But I have to go back over here and take out this fort area. And there we go. Okay, and again, my goal is not to aggro that out there, because I don't want to have to fight them too. Because I don't care. I don't care and I don't need to. Now look at this guy. He's such a bonehead. He's stuck on that island over there. He's just chilling out there. Now, one of the things is I could just sit here and not shoot him, by the way. See, my thing's still progressing up there. And if you just let him sit there and be stuck, you'll just progress just that much faster. I'll wait till he decides to do it. Now, if I shoot him, he'll break out of there faster. So I'll just sit here. What do I care? See, this guy's trying to get aggro over here. I'm ignoring him. Just wait it out. Oh, and now I got a ship coming from behind me. Move out just a little bit so I can bombard this guy. If he's in range. Not in range for my rockets yet. The bombards come up fast. Get him in the weak spot. More bombards. And then long guns into the weak point. Spacebar when he shoots at you. And that's all she wrote for that guy. Again, this guy's still being a moron over here and he's stuck. He's still stuck over there. And these guys are all battling each other out there. Now, I could go out there and shoot them, and then I'd have to shoot all of the ships. Because they'd all be aggro on me, both the DMC, which is the Dutch Merchant Company, and also the Chorus Fleet, which is over there. I'll probably have to fight this guy on the way out, though. But I'm just going to let it run. If he doesn't feel the need to come over and shoot me, I'm just going to chill out over here. Look at my guy hanging out on the thing up there. Holding on up there. Sometimes they get knocked off of there, which is funny as well. Just hanging out up there. Hey, don't you got something to do, bro? Come on. Either go to the crow's nest or swap the deck or something, slacker. Bunch of slackers. Alright, this guy's coming in. Gonna do a straight shot at him. Oh! Hit his weak spot on the first shot without even being able to see it. And then aim a little in front of where they're going. Ooh, little low on that one. Up a little higher. Again, it's always better to go a little higher than too low. And that's because you'll at least hit their sails. If you're shooting from the front like this. Now, if you're shooting from the side, it might go right through and not hit them at all.
Prepare to attack that enemy vessel!
Better hurry up, because you're almost dead, bro. In fact, you are dead. And that's how you get her done. Lickety-split. That's it, everybody. All I gotta do now is wait for that thing to run down. Now, I guess I could just grab this guy, because he's going to be a pain. So we'll just tag him over there. Get him over here. No, not far enough. Up higher. Now you can see that slows me down because it says now kill all enemies. I could have just ignored him. But again, it's just annoying that sometimes they're so dumb. Just keep wiping them out. Bombards are great also for taking out sails, I find. And I think he's just a little too far out from my rockets. I just keep whittling them down from far away. Like being a sniper, everybody. Like being a sniper, right? It's like a sniper set where you're using the long guns to just pick them off. Alright, let's get this loot. Alright, got the loot. And while I'm here, I might as well pick up my pieces of 8. There'll be no chucking of the captain overboard. Anybody who chucks the captain overboard will join me overboard permanently in Davy Jones' locker. Alright, now I got aggro because I just picked up these pieces of 8. And some dude's going to show up in front of me, and I'm going to ram into him. And absolutely annihilate him in a moment. Now, I like to trick which way I'm going to go by just kind of going back and forth. And see, it tricks him into shooting in a certain direction. Oh, missed it. I was going to shoot some things at me, and they're going to hit that island. Because he's a bonehead. Come on, ship. I tried to stop, but it decided it didn't want to stop. Rockets back up yet? Again, when you're changing speed as well, it's really awkward to try to aim.
Your blood will flood our deck!
I love the muskets, though. The muskets are very effective. Very effective, and so is the demi-cannon here. The demi-cannon is the one I'm using right now, which is like a ship-to-ship gun. Very, very effective, and that's all she wrote for that rogue who's trying to steal my pieces of 8. I could have just ignored that guy and went to town. But I love the ship battle. I think the ship battle is awesome. I think the thing I love the most is the sailing. The sailing is award-winning, everybody. The water, the boats, all the crew in the boats, the water splashing out. Let me move over, everybody. Look at this, everybody. I wish it was daytime. It would be even cooler. But you can see people running up and down the deck and climbing up in the thing because you got to obviously need a bigger crew for a bigger ship. Here's another great tip, everybody. Turn really sharp when you're coming in here like that, and then you can disembark way earlier like that. And there you go. All right, another easy one. I secured my pieces of 8. Let's repair my ship, which costs next to nothing. I got 410, 410, and 410 again. So around 1,200 resources, plus I'm getting these precision drilling bits, which is what I'm using to upgrade my ships, and a whole bunch of other random goodies, including food and other things like that that I might need. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my rockets away because I usually don't need those that much. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and put my cannonballs and bombards away. And if I need them, I'll go ahead and pull them out of there. And we'll see what else we got going on. What do we got? Ice and Easies going on right now. 2 Ice and Easies. All right, let's see how many people are participating in these events. I'm going to change my ship back to the dollar bills over here. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and equip it for this particular ship. So I'll put about 100 buoy shells in there. I'll go ahead and put, let's say around, we need about 300 to 400. I'll go a little extra just for 400. And then bombards I use quite a bit, so let's say 600. And basically that just kind of rebalances the weight of my ship and all the stuff I have on it. Let's go ahead and see if anybody's doing Ice and Easy now. They were doing it a bunch when it first came out. And then, like most things in games, everybody just stops doing it. Nobody's doing this at all. Yep, nobody out here except for me. Anybody else? No? Just me? Yep, just me. And that one's over there. That's it. Nobody else doing anything. So now at this point, pretty much what I can do is try to find one. I was going to use this one to get back to the thing. But find one that's close by something. Now this is going on right now. I can go fight that, or I can try to get back there. Or I'm right here and I can just go right there. Which is around 2,000. That's not too bad. We'll just go ahead and sail over there and just enjoy some night sailing. I just love the sailing of the game. I think the sailing is really good. That's the thing that probably drew me in at the beginning. The sailing is beautiful. Of course, I'm playing in 4K as well, everybody. You can't see it because I have a 1080 capture card. But it's gorgeous. I mean, the water is like if you were on the water. Because I know I've been on the water many, many times for tens of thousands of real-life hours, everybody. I love the water. You had to practically crowbar me out of the ocean when I was a kid. Absolutely. It wasn't like I am now where I'm playing a bunch of games all week long, everybody. I'd be at the beach all the time. Spend my time at the beach or run around with my crew in real life getting into all sorts of mischief, everybody. We were free to just potentially die. Feral children in my age, everybody. Just go outside. And you go outside and wander the neighborhood. And no one would check up on you. No one would say, where are they at? How are they doing? Nope, you just do whatever. You do whatever. And hope you didn't die from it. I'm going to go this way. I can see there's some rogues on the other side. Not that I couldn't kill them, but they're going to aggro on me, and I'm going to be irritated by that. There's a bunch of mobs that just love to aggro on you right as you're about to dock. So I just avoid running into those as much as I can. Like this. Try to get to the dock before they aggro on me. This way I can disembark before they aggro. See, the guy started to aggro out there. Got that little light. Okay, so there we go. Now we made it back to town. No one's doing any of these quests, so there's nothing really I can do there. I mean, I could try to solo it, which I've done on some of those quests. But that's pretty much it. Pretty much all I have to do right now. Now I can go do some, you know, some bounties. I could go do some, what do you call it? Job board stuff over here. I could go over here and I could plunder a bunch of forts and whatnot. But really, or sink this elite warship and get this chest and maybe some resources and whatnot. But really, there's nothing else I need to do, everybody. There's really nothing else. Normally, I log in. This is what I do, and then I log out. Because, again, there could potentially be a defense coming up. And it makes me go, okay, I got to hurry up and I got to log out before that defense comes up. That's how I feel every minute I'm playing this game now. And that's a bummer. Or, hey, I need to go ahead and make sure to get my ships all queued up before I log out and whatnot. So, again, we got about 15 minutes. And before I log out, everybody, I would repair my ship first. I would go and go into my decal, which is my little thing here, so I can then make sure that all of my ships are queued, even if they're not picking up resources right this second, that at least they're on a factory somewhere that when it does fill up, it'll instantly go and grab it and bring it back. Like that one's getting pretty... Oh, this one actually can go right now. So let's find one that's not doing anything right now, that we haven't set to something. Let's say... the Wings of Destiny here. We'll go get that one on there. And now we have 36 of our 38 ships doing something. And let's see which one's going to come up soon. This one over here is a level 13. Let's go put our dollar bills on that one. Now, based on your ship rank is what risks you're taking, right? So, level 13 will have a low risk, which is awesome. And there are some, which are in this bottom right corner over here, that are higher than you can make a ship, right? These are level 14s, and you can't make a level 14 ship. It sucks. It really does, everybody. Why put it in a mechanic that I can't reach, that I can't do it? I don't care if you make it super hard. I don't care if it's like, takes me 100 hours to get a level 14 ship. The fact that I can't do it is the thing that pisses me off. It's not the fact that it would be hard. It's the fact that you can't. I don't mind hard. Hard is great. I like a challenge. I like to go to it and do the thing. I don't care how much resources it takes or how many hours I have to spend doing it. It's a challenge. Awesome. I'm up for it. Let's go. But if it's just something that I can't achieve in the game, then that's just cheap. That's just a cheap thing where the game can outdo you because it can automatically go higher than your level. And some of these ships show up at level 15, which are 2 levels higher than me. Which is also dumb. Again, if I can't reach their level, then that just makes it unfun for the game. I don't see anything else that's pressing. Now, most of these right here, as you can see, this one's going to go for about another 51 minutes because it either like was a fort thing where I had to do a defense and I refused to do it, or it is one that got full. And then I didn't notice it because I hadn't been in the game as much. And then I had to go and put my ships on there to get it going. And I like them all to be synced. So I can just jump in, fund them all, which is about 2.5 million, and then jump out because I got other things to do. So now I'm just kind of sitting around going, what should I do for the next 15 minutes? I don't know. I could plunder some forts. I could do some things. I could see if there's any... like peeps that are actually participating in some of these events. Now, another thing to do, if you find you're on a server that's not very active, one of the great things to also do is to go to here to St. Anne and look at how many people are parked outside St. Anne. Now, this is actually a good sign. You don't want to see a bunch of people just parked here. You want to see people out battling and doing different events. That's always cool when people are out doing events and things, especially the ice one, which is a new one. But if they're not out there doing that, then you can just simply jump servers by going to the main menu and then just wait. Just wait about, I'd say about 10 seconds. Usually does it. Also, if you have a friend on another server and they're like, hey, this server's popping off, bro. Come and join me over here. Then you can jump over there and do it as well. So I usually wait about 10 seconds or so. This might be a good time to take a break, too. We're almost like 2 hours in. All right, so I'm going to give you guys something fun to do while we're waiting for the reset here and to jump servers. Let me go ahead and get this ready. That'll give me something to do for a minute. And okie dokie. This takes a lot of button pressing. Gotta redo the thing every single time because they don't remember it from last time. Okay. Boom. Words on stream. All right. So we got about a few minutes until the top of the hour, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do this. This is called Words on Stream. This is super fun. Everybody can play along if you're at twitch.tv/Kismet. Remember, I'm streaming to 5 different platforms at the same time. Streaming in 1080 HD, live to Twitter, to YouTube, to x.com, aka Twitter, like I said, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, x.com. What's the other one? Kick. There we go. I was trying to remember the last one. And Facebook. All at the same time. So you guys can welcome to join us, but you can only do it on Twitch because it only works on one platform at a time. So again, feel free to come and descramble the words. Now, when you descramble the words, and if you get it right, you're going to see a little lock. That lock is going to make it where you can't put in another word. So what you want to do is wait till that lock goes off, or you can put a bunch of words in there and maybe somebody else will snag it and put it in there. And your goal is to get all of the words and, of course, unlock the next level and then continue to do that over and over. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start this going, and I shall be back in just a moment. All right, I'm back, everybody. How we doing? Burned. Bend. Bread? Nobody did bread. B-R-E-D. B-R-E-D. Oh! Kismet got one in there! Woo! At the last minute! GG's, chat. GG's. Very nice. All right. Let's go ahead and give you guys a bunch of love in the chat. We're going to go ahead and jump on out of Words on Stream here. We're about to do the reset. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we get totally hosed Rooney on the reset. Let's see. Oh, I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming like a crazy uncle who's coming to Christmas. I called it. This stream is over. That's it. You can blame them, everybody. This stream is over. All right, now here's what we're going to do. I'll show you a great trick, everybody. Here's what you do. You jump in, you go ahead and run over here, and you try to get these done as fast as you can. I knew it was coming. And then right here, I'm going to grab these supply deals. I'm going to grab a bunch of rovings. I'm going to grab as many as I can grab at one time, like that. Now, I'm going to be short by one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and jump over here to the journal. I'm going to go ahead and say supply deal. I'm going to then jump to the supply deal right down here at the bottom if it darn icons didn't overlap so much. Jump down here, do this real quick. There we go. Run up the way here, which of course has to be one that's like really far away. That's always how it goes, everybody, when you're trying to get out real quick. Now, our goal is to get out as quick as possible, right? To try to knock these out, queue up some stuff, and then get out. So that's our goal. Now, here's another thing. If I feel like I'm going to come back, also, by the way, I turned in those 2 supply deals. Then I'm going to get the roving deal. I'm going to see if I have any forts I want to do. Fort Harmu, any other ones? 2 grand forts. I definitely want to do those as well. So I'll do that, and then I'll go ahead and jump up here. We'll track that Fort Plunder, I guess. I actually wanted to track the other one, but we'll go out here and get this going. Then we'll run over here, and we'll check for a-holes. This is how you check, everybody. First, we got to get rid of this. Then we got to switch ships. We got to switch ships here. Hopefully, one of my ships is back and ready to go. What do we got? We've got the Super Looter. Wings of Destiny still busy. That one's still busy. All right, so we'll go to Super Looter. And we'll change ship. Almost set sail there. Super Looter, which is a brigantine. Whoa, did I not undo it from that one? Hold on. I forgot to click it one more time. All right, there we go. God, this is taking way too long. Change ship. Super Looter. Change. See, this is why it also stresses me out, because I got to do this really, really fast. Now I'm gonna go out without any fighting. My job is to get out there as fast as possible. And you can see this ship goes nice and fast the way there. On the way back, it's going to be painful, but on the way there, it's going to kick butt. Now, I don't know why they put the vendor directly out from the wind. So at some point, you're always going into the wind or out from the wind. Why didn't they not put it to the south that way? Then at least the wind would be going across you, and you wouldn't be slowed down as much all the time. But I'm going to run out here before some other a-hole shows up with a little red thing over the top of their ship. I call it the a-hole icon. And comes over here and kills the vendor before I can get the vendor done over here. Oh, I hate it when the interface is not working. Come on. There it is. All right. The interface wasn't working there. Okay, now I got all those quests done. Now this guy might aggro on me over here, but I'm out. And now I got to go back the other direction, trying to avoid any of this danger. And I'm going to go kind of off this way. And the reason why I'm going to go that way, and I'm going to use my boost and some stamina, is to avoid the ships on the right side that are all battling there. And if it finishes killing those ships that are there, it'll then aggro on me. Also, I'm doing what's known as tacking against the wind. So if the wind is coming directly from where I'm trying to go, which it is, then it's better if I sail away from that location. Like this. Now, another annoying thing that happens is there are a lot of ships out here battling, right? And you're just trying to get out there, do your stuff, run back to the port, because you know what? You got things to do in your day, right? You don't want to fight all these ships. You don't want to get all that aggro. So I try to avoid them like this. Also, we got to look at the defense. It's got 20 minutes left. Hey, Siri, create a timer for 21 minutes called Defenses Suck. All right. Also make a timer called Defenses Suck for 21 minutes. Look, we got the a-hole icon right on that guy. And I bet you there's another a-hole who's going to screw over the first a-hole. But we're done with our quest, so what do we care? We're out of there. Get those quests done quick. Either get them done really fast or wait about 45 minutes until all the a-holes are done running over there blowing up the vendor. We lucked out on that one, everybody. We lucked out. We got there fast, and we are out of there. Now, we're going to go right over here to the supply network. We're going to grab any quest that we might want to use next time, because they'll stay in our inventory. So like the Grand Fort, we might want to do those to get some more sugarcane. Maybe we'll get more Grand Fort quests next time like we did this time, and then be able to use that next time. Also over here at the distillery, well, now again, we got to get this done. You got to have at least 15 minutes. I'd say 20 minutes. Make sure you got all your stuff queued up. I got that queued up. I don't think I need to assign any ships, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and change ships back to my... oh, I got too much stuff on there. Hold on. We got to manage cargo first. We got to get all that stuff put away. There we go. Change ship, dehow, and then assign these ships back to something. So when I'm offline, it'll be grabbing... that loot. All right, that one's already assigned. All right, let's assign it to one of these ones down here. How about this one right here? And there we go. Now we have all of our ships assigned that we can, 37 out of 38. And then literally do nothing. I'm actually going to switch to like my thing and then not touch the thing. And then what you do is you wait for it to kick you from the game. And if you did it fast enough, within like 15, 20 minutes of the thing, it won't penalize you. Or the smart thing to do is I could have stayed out of the game until after the reset and then came in after the reset already came in about 5 minutes after, and you won't necessarily get those defenses. So those are ways of working around that thing. But I'm just gonna, that's it. Stream's over. Again, the second those come up, I don't want to play the game anymore. Every single time. And it's a huge mistake on their part, and you can blame them for me finishing the stream early today. All right, let's go. All right, now if you got some game suggestions, you're like, Kismet, you should try this game. Oh, Wiss is over there. Sorry, Wiss, I just noticed you over there on Twitter. Extra 1,000 kids caps for that. If you got some suggestions of games I should replace this game with in my lineup, or awesome games that you suggest that are coming up, you can go onto my Discord, everybody, and show some love over there. Now, currently, I'm playing some 76 and some Skull and Bones on Tuesday during the day, Wednesday and Thursday at 3 p.m., and then at nighttime for some Skull and Bones, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 p.m. Then, of course, on Saturday and Sunday, we're going to play some more 7 Days to Die. Now, if you guys want to see me play 7 Days to Die during the week, let me know. If you guys want to see, hey, Kismet, let's put Thursday back to Fallout 76 night so we can all play some Fallout 76 together. Again, you can go on my Discord and all my social media or whisper me, whatever you feel like doing over there. You can check out the Discord, discord.gg/Kismet, and leave me a message over there because there's a section that says game suggestions. You want to put it in there and not in my general chat, everybody, because I'm not going to remember if you put it in there. But if you put it in that list, I go through that list every week or two, and I add it to my giant list of games that I have on my radar that I may bring to the stream. You can also check out youtube.com/KismetBP and hit that subscribe button over there. If you're watching this in the future, I appreciate you big time. Make sure to hit that follow button. Make sure to go ahead and hit that bell. And, of course, leave a comment down below on my YouTube videos. It does help a lot. Check out twitter.com, aka x.com/KismetBP. Hit that follow button over there if you're watching me over there. Specifically say hello in the comments. That would be awesome. And go ahead and hit that like button. The retweet button does help over there as well. And, of course, the best place to support the stream, everybody, patreon.com/Kismet. Feel free to go check it out and support the Kismet Love Train so we can do even more cool stuff here in the stream. So I appreciate y'all. That's it for me. I'm going to AFK the game until it kicks me, and then not play it again until tomorrow at 10 p.m. And that's a bummer because I really enjoy the game too. Hello, Pulaski. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody, for doing it. It's okay. It allows me to rest up a little extra anyway. I've been having trouble resting for 9 years, but especially I've been pushing myself a little much. So we'll rest up, play some 76 tomorrow. I'm going to have a haircut appointment right in the middle of playing, so I might just go early and log on around 2 o'clock, and then we can go for like an hour or so, or hour and a half, and then I'll go do the haircut, and then come back, rest up, come back, do it all over again. You get the general idea over there as well. There's always IRL stuff going on, like haircuts, because my hair is getting long and scraggly, everybody. Look at this scraggly hair back here. I used to have my hair really long in a ponytail, everybody, back in the 90s when it was all the rage, way back when. But it's too dang hot for long hair. I don't know how you people stand it. I'm very proud of you, though, that you can handle really long hair. I can't handle beard because it itches and also makes you hot. And I can't stand long hair anymore because, again, it itches the back of your neck, and it's also too dang hot for long hair. I'm getting mine cut nice and short, everybody. Forget about it. And then I'll have to think about it again for another couple months. All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll on out of here, but I'm going to shower you guys with a bunch of love. Here we go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 caps for hanging out all the way in the stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate all the peeps scrolling up here. And, of course, all my patron supporters over there as well. Again, greatest place to help support the stream. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys in about, about 12, 13, 14 hours, whatever it is your local time. For me, I'm going to try to shoot for about 2 o'clock, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll pop on for a little bit. Then I'll go do my haircut. Then we'll come back. We'll have some more fun. All right, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.